All right, welcome back to another Getting Personal video. This one is going to be about office politics. And this is one of those that I really struggle with because I am a numbers guy through and through. If you're watching my channel and seeing a number of videos here, you know that I'm a numbers guy. I'm totally left brain, and playing that social game is really, really difficult for me. But what I've learned is that the workplace, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the office, but it could be any organization or group that you're in, even though I'm using the term office politics, is very cliquey. It's kind of like when you were back in high school, right? You have your jocks and your band geeks and your, nerds and whatever, right? You have these little cliques that you're in. And depending on where you fall within that continuum, you're going to be in one group or another. But what's different about office politics is that it can really affect your life and your career. So you may be a numbers person, you may be really smart, and you don't want to play office politics thinking that it's all about merit. It really isn't, because at the end of the day, if you have two equally qualified person, it's the person that has played that game that's going to get promoted ahead of you. And that's just the way it is. So as I was going through my career, I didn't put a lot of stock into playing office politics. I really tried to just let my work speak for itself and let that be my reputation. And to an extent, it worked. But I can tell you right now, looking back, it's not enough. One of the quotes that I've read about businesses is that the most important decision made about you are when you're not in the room. So let me let that sink in for a moment, because when I first read it, it was actually quite profound, because I had stopped and then I said, what does this even mean? But as I thought about it more, it makes a lot of sense. And what's going on is that there's a lot of gossip, the workplace rumor mill, all of that that's going on that you're not even aware of unless you're a part of it and unless you're partaking in it. So when you say something to someone, it's going to get around and it's going to affect your reputation, whether you intended it to or not. It's kind of like playing telephone in a way, that childhood game where you're sitting in a circle in a room, somebody whispers a message to the person next to them, that person whispers the message on to the next person, so on and so forth. And what you often find is that by the end of the game, the message is completely different from how it started. This is kind of the similar concept. So what this means when decisions are being made about you when you're not in the room is that you have a certain reputation that's already established at work. And if you don't take the time to curate that reputation, then when decisions come to whether promote or do whatever, you may get the short end of the stick. We all like to think that work is a place where it's all merit-based, but it's not, because it's full of humans, and humans have emotions and feelings and all of that. So unfortunately, even if you don't like to play office politics, or even if you're bad at it like I am, you got to invest a little bit of time to figure out who are the ones that are the key decision makers in your organization, in your company, in your office, and figure out how to get yourself in front of them, even if for a little bit, so that they know who you are, so that your reputation is not being made without some of your own input. This is also related to the saying that, it can take a long time, a lifetime really, to build up your reputation, but it only takes minutes to bring it down. And sometimes bringing down your reputation is not even by your own doing. It could just be other people talking about you. So my tip in this lesson is, especially if you're a left brain person that's numbers driven and all that, you gotta pay attention to what's going on around you in terms of office politics. And even if you think you're above it and your work speaks for itself, sometimes, unfortunately, it's not enough, and you just gotta partake in the game. So there you go. That's my lesson for this video. I'll see you in the next Getting Personal video, and I hope you enjoy your day. Thanks.